About 8 years ago, my family and I walked the Camino de Santiago, the Way of St. James. And ever since we had that experience, we were always looking for another experience that was similar. So when the opportunity came up for a pilgrimage on Shikoku Island, Japan, we were all in. But it wasn't easy. It was 45 miles in 4 days and 11 temples. And what was most surprising is what the journey had to teach me. After spending a couple days in Osaka and Kyoto, we bussed 2.5 hours south to Shikoku Island in Tokushima. And we're going to start our pilgrimage today. It's 6 temples, 11 miles, and it's a beautiful day and we're really excited. In the pasture of the world, I endlessly push aside the tall grasses in search of the bowl. Following untamed rivers, lost upon the interpenetrating paths of distant mountains, my strength failing and my vitality exhausted. I cannot find the bull. I only hear locusts churring through the forest at night. Along the riverbank under the trees, I discover footprints. Even under the fragrant grass, I see his prints. Deep in remote mountains, they are found. These traces no more can be hidden than one's nose, looking heavenward. I hear the sound of the nightingale. The sun is warm, the wind is mild. Willows are green along the shore. Here no bull can hide. What artist can draw that massive head, those majestic horns? I seize the bull with a terrific struggle. His great will and power are inexhaustible. He charges to the high plateau far above the cloud mists, or in an impenetrable ravine he stands. So this is the second day of our pilgrimage. We have 2 temples. It's about 12 miles, and this one includes what they call the Pilgrim Tumbler. I guess it's a pretty steep grade, and I'm not looking forward to it. After 11 miles on pavement yesterday, my knee is really hurting this morning. So it's going to be a tough day, but we're going to do it. The whip and rope are necessary, else he might stray off down some dusty road. Being well trained, he becomes naturally gentle. Then, unfettered, he obeys his master. Mounting the bull, Slowly I return homeward. The voice of my flute intones through the evening, measuring with hand beats the pulsating harmony. I direct the endless rhythm. Whoever hears this melody will join me. Astride the bull, I reach home. I am serene. The bull too can rest. The dawn has come. In blissful repose, within my thatched dwelling, I have abandoned the whip and rope. Our tour company, Walk Japan, have really been terrific. The hotels and food have been outstanding, and we're really grateful to them. All the transfers have been right on time. We have 12 miles today. It's our third day, but because of my knee, we're going to take a cab to the first temple and then walk to the second, which will cut it down to about 8 miles. It's going to be another tough day. This is one of the hardest treks in the tour. There's a total of 88 temples, but we're only doing 11. And wish me luck, that my knee holds out, and see you at the end of the day. Whip, rope, person, and bull all merge in no thing. The heaven is so vast, no message can stain it. How may a snowflake exist in a raging fire? Here are the footprints of the patriarchs. There's something about sacred spaces that just make you feel alive and fully present in the moment, mindful and just grateful to be here. Too many steps have been taken returning to the root and the source. Better to have been blind and deaf from the beginning, dwelling in one's true abode, unconcerned with that without. The river flows tranquilly on, and the flowers are red. Barefoot and naked of breast, I mingle with the people of the world. My clothes are ragged and dust-laden, and I am ever blissful. I use no magic to extend my life. Now, before me, the dead trees become alive. So I've hurt my knee and made going down the mountain really hard from Temple 20. But I'm here on this beautiful bridge going over a river, and it's just spectacular, the beauty of this country and the people too. Hurt my knee, but it's the final temple, and I gotta see it. Our chariot awaits. There's a Buddhist saying that the Zen you find at the top of the mountain is the Zen you brought with you. And I thought a lot about the Zen that I brought with me on this pilgrimage. I brought a deep reverence, a respect, but a seriousness that I didn't expect. And the pain of my knee didn't help because that creates its own kind of seriousness. So the last day, it was raining and my knee was really burning. So my wife and I took a cab to the last temple, a sweet little temple. And there are 3 stairways on the temple, 33 stairs, 42 stairs, and 61 stairs, representing the hardest years in a human lifespan. And we got to the first top of the stairs, the 33, and went to the 42 stairs. And it was really a beautiful little temple. But as I got to the top of the 61st stair leading to the pagoda, on the very last stair, I felt something bite my toe. Ow, I said. And then I got to the landing and something bit the top of my foot. And then I felt something really big moving in my shoe. And I yelled to my wife, I said, Kat, there's something in my shoe. And I went and sat on a wall and ripped off my shoe, and a 6-inch centipede came crawling out. And then I ripped off my sock and I was looking at my foot, and my wife yelled, Steve, move, the centipede's after your crotch. And I looked down and the centipede was racing up the wall towards my crotch. And I jumped up off that wall. It was 2 inches away, and I just barely got away. And the centipede went on its way. Well, I thought about the centipede. I don't believe in coincidences. And I thought, why would God put a centipede in my shoe on the very last step of this pilgrimage. And it troubled me a little bit. And it turned out my foot wasn't seriously hurt. I had thick socks on. And that night I looked up centipede in Japanese mythology. And it turns out centipedes are good luck. And they're the only creature that can defeat the dragon, the shadow self. And I just started laughing. I got it. It was the laughing Buddha. It was to remind me to laugh and to remind me that enlightenment means to lighten up.